Hey guys, Barbara here. I am very excited today because I will be presenting to you Belizean Pork Tamales. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Say hello to my mother.
Hi everybody.
She's not shy, okay? Yes, Mario Ramirez from
Box 11.
You are on the Bear Pantry Show in Utah.
Every Sunday, potato salad, stewed chicken, rice and beans, and plantains.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Yeah.
Oxtails.
Watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Attack! You're watching the Bear Pantry Show with my sister.
If you will remember from the last video, my viewer Randy asked me to cook pork, right? So we did stewed pork. So that's why I decided to do pork tamales. So let's get right into the making of the masa and all that good stuff. And then we're going to be assembling the tamales, okay? When buying masa, you should know that there are two types. Masa para tortillas, dough for tortillas. This is about 4.5 pounds. Or masa preparada. I never buy the preparada because that means they already have stuff in there that I don't want. They probably put lard, any other spice that they want. I just want it plain. So I'm going to use about 3 pounds of the 4.5 pounds. And I'm just eyeballing, okay? We're not going to get out a scale and all that stuff. It does not have to be exact. So I'm going to use 2 pounds for the cull or the inside part of the Belizean tamales. I'm only adding some warm water, and I'm just going to use my hands right here to just go ahead and work this into a thick paste. I've got a funny story for you guys. When I used to send Joshua and Jory into the store to go buy the masa for me, they would walk in the store and say, you know, if it's 3 or 4 pounds, 4 libras de masa para tortilla. And they would say it with such a cute Spanish accent, and that's all they would know. And the people would think that they knew Spanish and talk back Spanish to them, and they were so lost. All they knew that they had to stress para tortilla. So I'm just working it in, guys. Warm water. All right, so what I've done so far, I separated the masa. I used 3 pounds. This is 2 pounds here. This is a pound, thereabouts. And I just added warm water to just make it into this thick paste. We're going to make the middle part of the tamales, which is the cull. We're going to need tomato sauce. I don't have any El Pato, the hot one, so we're just going to use the regular mild one. Diced up onions, cilantro, tomato, jalapeno. You use what pepper you like. Peas and carrots. And I have the leaf this time around. Some people have been telling me that when they do the tamales the way I did it the last time, where you boil the water first, add these things, and then add this in afterwards through the strainer, that it's been coming out lumpy. So I'm going to try something new today, and hopefully it's going to work, okay? And I'm also going to be working with my leaf today because you guys know that I'm not good at it, and I get cussed out at the old videos because people are like, you don't even do it right. Well, I'm trying, guys. I never said I was perfect. So let's start by going over to the stove. Joe's pork is still cooking, by the way. So ideally, you'd want to do this like the day before. And I do have leftover stewed chicken that Joe did yesterday. So I'm going to make some pork tamales and some chicken tamales. We're going to be having some fun today, guys. It's raining outside. It's cold. And it's the perfect day to eat some wonderful Belizean tamales. Normally I would have this pot filled to about the halfway mark with water, and I would boil the onions and the cilantro. This time around I'm sauteing in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. You don't want to walk away from this because you don't want it to burn. You just want to saute long enough for the onions to become a little bit tender, alright? So now I'm going to add 1 tin of tomato sauce, and I think this is like an 8-ounce tin. Normally I would use the El Pato because it's hot and spicy, but I didn't have any in the pantry right now, so I'm just going to use tomato sauce. And this is just to add a little bit of color to what we're doing. So now we're going to deal with the masa, the 2 pounds that we made into a thick paste. We're going to deal with that because we're making the middle part of the tamales, all right? Thank you, Sam Welford, for donating this strainer to the show. You are so awesome, Sam. I'm using my strainer, my brand new strainer, to go ahead and just strain the masa into this bowl. Now normally I would be straining this into the hot pot of boiling water or the pot of hot boiling water, and then it becomes lumpy. So I'm trying to like change things around a little bit to make it a little bit easier for you guys, okay? So I think this is much easier and much safer to do it like this. Strain it in another bowl here on the counter instead of trying to strain it over the hot pan, okay, or the hot pot. So this is pretty much ready. And I'm going to go add water right now to my pot. The tomatoes, the jalapeno, and the peas and carrots go in last, okay? Don't worry about that yet. So see, this is thick and not lumpy. So let's go add some water and then add this to the pot. Come on. Let me start off with about 4 cups of water, and then I'm going to get just a little bit more, so about another 3 cups to bring it to the halfway mark. Let me go ahead and put my paste in. This is the 2 pounds worth of paste. I'm going to have Joe come in and help me stir and crush any lumps against the side of the pot, okay? Because I need to go cut up the tomatoes and the jalapeno. So this made it a little bit better, and Joe's just kind of squishing it with the wooden spoon. Let's see how it looks like a custard. And I'm going to turn the fire down a little bit lower, and we're going to put salt and pepper and the other stuff right now. This is about 2 teaspoons of powdered ricotta, 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm adding the ricotta even though I have the tomato sauce because I want it to be really red. 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and then I'm going to go ahead and drain the tin for the peas and carrots and add that. I'm warning Joe not to crush my peas and carrots in the batter right now. And then the diced up tomato and the jalapeno. You can put habanero if you want, or you can omit the peppers completely. Now I'm grabbing a spoon to taste. I'm moving swiftly because if you keep this on the fire too long, it's going to start getting thick on you. And you don't want it to be too thick. So I guess I like the taste, guys, because I can't be done with the spoon. Now let me show you where I bought the leaves. This is by the squash and the aloe vera in the store. It's $1.29 for this big old bag of the leaf. And you get quite a bit, all right? You're going to have more than enough to make the little bit of tamales that we're going to make right here. So normally from this batch that I'm making, you can get like a good, I'd say 18 to about 20 tamales, all right? But I'm not going to make all of that. I'm just going to make a few to show you guys. So I'm just washing off the leaf, putting it in this big bowl and adding some hot water to the bowl to just make them kind of flexible. And if this doesn't work, we're going to try something else on the stovetop, all right? But for right now, this is what we're going to do. Just kind of soak it. See, the color is ready. Now I'm going to make the outside part of the tamales. And this is the 1 pound of masa that I made into a paste. I'm using my strainer again to just strain it into the pot. The fire is not on, so don't worry. It's not going to get lumpy on me. Let me go ahead and clean off the bottom here. And to this, we don't add a whole lot of stuff. A little bit of water to loosen it up. And the only thing that we're going to flavor this with is some salt, 2 teaspoons of salt thereabouts, and 1/8 of a cup of, I'm using extra virgin olive oil because I don't have canola, but you can use canola if that's what you have, all right, or corn oil. You want this to stay kind of thick because this is going to be the outside part. So I just want to make sure that the oil gets incorporated, and then this is ready. I used a piece of paper towel to dry off both sides of the leaf, and now I'm applying the outside part of the tamales by using the back of my spoon and spreading the paste around in a circular motion, kind of like the way you would spread glue. Please keep in mind that many Belizean people do not make tamales like this. For the outside part, they keep it like a dough and they make a little ball in the palm of their hands and then squish it down on the leaf as flat as they can go. This is the way my mom taught me, and this is the way that she was taught by someone else, okay? So this first one is fat. I put too much stuff in it. The leaf is cracking even though I soaked it in hot water for quite some time. So I'm just going to go ahead and just wrap this in the foil and get this out the way. And I'm going to try another one, but this time around I'm going to go ahead and put less. So let me put my paste right here. We like it this way because the outside part will be a lot thinner than if you squish it down as a dough, okay? So now I'm putting the pork. So you saw that you can put the caul first or the meat first. It doesn't matter as long as you put the outside part down first, right? So it's still cracking, and a lot of the stuff didn't ooze out, so we're good. Now Joe to the rescue. He's just going to go ahead and heat it up on the stovetop, and he left it wet. He didn't dry it off, okay? And this is going to make it a lot more flexible. Even though I soaked the leaf for a while in the warm water, it was still like messing up on the end. So Joe figured out how to put it on the stove top. And that was pretty cool. So I have a few made off already, but I just wanted to show you. So now I got smart. The foil goes on the outside and leaf on the inside. And then we're going to fold so we don't make a mess on the counter, right? Fold like that. Fold like this. Fold like this. Yeah, we are smart now. We figured it out, huh, Joe? Voila. I'm going to do a couple of chicken ones now. You know, the water's ready. I really need to give Joe some props today because I just kind of roped him into this without planning, and he has no complaints at all. He is just helping me so much, guys. Thank you, Joe. I love you so much. So to make the chicken one, you just want to go ahead and lay down the outside, just like we did with the pork. Put the caul and then put the pieces of chicken. Now, as Belizeans, we want the bones in our chicken, okay? We don't want the chicken to be picked off of the bone, but I've offered this tamales to different cultures before, and they kind of get upset when they open it and find out that the chicken has the bone still. And they're like, oh, we don't like it like this. We want it off the bone. So I've tried it both ways. I can live with it both ways, but if I'm having this for Belizean parties, it has to have the bone in it, all right? I want to show you guys sometimes if it's tearing, just put another piece in. You'll just heat it up both pieces. And then I want to show you guys a trick that I did to know the difference between the pork and the chicken. Just tie string around it. That's the chicken. So I'm going to do another pork. And I'm not going to do all of this, okay? Because the kids want some of this to make like tacos and stuff. So just a few. Just to show you guys, alright? Fold. Fold. Yeah. 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 And what I do is I just fold it that way. Clean up my hands. And we're done. I'm going to boil these babies for about an hour. You need a big pot, okay? These are all the pork ones.
Can't put none more in this anyway.
I only have 3 chicken ones, but we'll take care of those. You want to allow it to cool down first before you open, but I can't wait, so I have to just go ahead and open this first one. And the leaf is still so hot. And take a look, see? It's cooked. It just needs time to cool down and firm up. And the white is on the underside of this one, but on some of them you're going to get the white wrapped completely around. So take a look, see? It's beautiful, right? Yes, we're ready to serve up, guys. I am so proud of myself because I used the leaf correctly this time. The first time I made Belizean tamales here at the site, it was chicken tamales. I really didn't know how to use the leaf because I never made tamales with the leaf before. I usually just go the easy route and do the aluminum foil. So I tried to use the leaf and I think I had it backwards. I left my mistake in because I wanted to be the kind of YouTuber that could leave my mistake in and people would find it funny, right? Honey, they did not find it funny back then. Whoever was watching the channel back then, they dragged me through the mud. They called me a whole bunch of names, and the meanest name they called me was not authentic Belizean. Oh, heart be still, let me clutch my invisible pearls. So the next day, I uploaded another video with Belizean beef tamales because I was actually doing the 2 things on the same day. I corrected the problem, showed that I corrected the problem, and the people still didn't care. So guess what? Them 2 videos are going to go unlisted, and I'm just going to keep this one up for tamales, and I might name it something like Belizean pork and chicken tamales because you guys saw that I did some chicken. If you guys want to know how to do that stewed chicken, go look up the video called Belizean stewed chicken. I have several videos here with it. I think I redid them several times. And you can also go look up Belizean stewed beef, and you can make whichever tamales you want, the beef, the chicken, or the pork, all right? So, but I wanted to center around the pork today because Joe did such a fantastic job by cooking the pork for us. I want to thank you guys so much for liking the video, sharing, subscribing, commenting, everything that you do to support me. And I want to give a special shout out to my sponsors. Take a look at my little dry erase board here. These are all my sponsors thus far for February. I really and truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I pray that whatever you're asking the Lord for will come forth speedily for you, okay? If it's health, if it's your finances, whatever it is that you need, whenever you donate to me, just go back and pray and ask God for it, and it will come, all right? I really believe in this. I really believe in sowing seeds, and then, you know, a little time goes by, and then harvest will come. So I believe your harvest will come forth speedily. If you guys want to donate, just go to paypal.me/The Bear Pantry Show, and you can donate any amount that you desire. You don't have to donate every month. You know, you could just donate when you have it within means, all right? Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you like what you see here, you may like my vlog channel. Head on over to youtube.com/BabsBearTalk to get caught up on what's going on behind the scenes of the cooking channel, what's coming up next, and what's going on in my daily life.